Now, what we are going to do is that we are now going to start mapping or producing our first map for us to have a feel or to see how the tools here work. And after creating that map, the next thing we are going to do is now to break the tools down. How do you use the KML tools? How do you use the OSM tools? How do we use every tool that I was telling you to add here to undertake analysis, and then the importance of those tools? Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
So now we are going to connect our data. Now let's see here. What we have here is the layers panel. My left hand here, can you see it? It's called the layers panel here. So the layers panel, whenever you add data to your map, it saves here, or the shapefile is shown here. That is what we call the layers panel, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And now, when you also come here, the top here is what we call the browser. The browser brings information from the desktop of your laptop, right? Just like we have the local disk and things like that. So it helps you to add data from here. Are we together? And now what we see from the right-hand side here is called the processing toolbox. So the processing toolbox, this is the tools that you pick to do analysis. If you want to do plot, raster analysis, vector analysis, and all the tools that we're adding, they are here. So every tool that you need, we have the search button here. You come there and search, and then the tool will appear. You pick it and do your analysis. Don't worry. When we start doing the analysis, you see how that is used. So now when that toolbox is closed, the processing tool, you go to the top here. Can we see what you have here? Processing. That is where it is, and you can activate it from here. So when I come to the processing and I click toolbar, it will be expanded here. Is that okay? If you don't also have your processing tool here, all you have to do is to go back to the view. It's not there. You go to panels, it will be there. Have you seen it there?
I'm coming. Okay.
Have you seen it in panels?
Panel. The panels.
On top of the toolbars, we have panels.
On top
of the toolbars. When you click on view.
Yeah, it's there, processing toolbar.
Right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Do you have that? So you can see the layers there. Then we have the browser there. So when you come and you don't have your layers or your browser here, you just have to go to the view, then you add them. Is that okay? Maybe you mistakenly turn it off. So I can turn off my layers now. You see, it's not there. How do you add it back? Go back to your views, then you come to panel and you see the layers and you activate it. It's back again. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Now, we are now going to start creating our first map. When we come to the browser, we have what we call at the top there. Can you see favorites?
Yes.
Yes. So what I do is that you go to the favorites, right? You right click and you add directly so that you can connect the folder that contains your data there. So that whenever you want to add your data, you don't have to suffer to add it. Is that okay?
Please take it again.
When you come to the browser, the first thing under the browser is called favorites with a star.
Okay.
Symbol. Can you see that? So you right click it and select add a directory. The add a directory helps you to navigate to your laptop where your folder that contains the data package is stored. And you select it. When you select it, the folder will be added here. So whenever you want to use the shapefiles or whatever data is there to do the analysis, you will easily locate the data and add it to the map interface. So when I click add directory, it will take me to my database system. Can you see my database system? So I can come here to my desktop. That is where the training data is. I will locate it. Can you see it here? Training data. So I will select it and I'll add it. So you can see that now it's there. I can expand it and all the data in there will be shown. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Yes, please.
Okay, but that is a lazy way of adding data, because sometimes maybe you will be dealing with CSV files, and then the CSV files, you cannot add them from here easily. But with the shapefiles, you can always add the shapefiles from here, right? Now, the first thing we are going to do is we are going to start making our maps. And the first map we are going to do is that we are going to be creating map. And then the rationale behind this is that we are trying to use this to help you appreciate how the interface works, right? How to import data layers, how to add labels, and how to apply symbology and also design a map layout. Is that okay?
Yes.
So now, with the help of that, we are going to create a population, or we are going to create a district capital maps, right, of Ghana. We are going to create a map of Ghana showing the district capital towns in Ghana that has population of more than 20,000, according to the 2010 population housing census, right? You don't have to worry. I'll be sharing this information with you, and there will be a step-by-step guide as to how to do that same map that we are going to do now. Is that okay?
Okay.
Yes. So now, the first thing that we are going to do is that in the database system, we are supposed to go and save our data first, right? We go to the project and save the project so that whatever we do when our machine goes down, we can recover the data. Is that okay? So I'll go to the save as. Are we following?
Okay, I'm following.
Okay, I'll go to the save as, and I'm going to save my project. So you navigate to the folder that you want to save it to. So I'm going to save it in the training data, and I'll name it as, so let's name it as Ghana Cities. Ghana Cities. Is that okay? Ghana Cities. So you see, by default, the files type is .qgz. That is the default extension of QGIS project. So once I'm done with that, I will save. So you see that automatically at the top here is now, the name is now what? Ghana Cities instead of untitled file. So first the name was untitled file, but now it has now been replaced with what? Ghana Cities.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Okay, so once we are done with this, we are going to load our data file. So now, by adding data, the legitimate or the right way of adding data, we are supposed to go to data source manager. Data source manager. So now, when you come here to the layer, you click on the layer. That is where we can add data or shapefiles to our interface. Now, when you come to data, you click on the layer, you come to data source manager, right? And you click on that. So once you click on that, so I think someone is starting a new this thing. I think the person is still using the Google the Microsoft Teams to join. Please, can someone send me say to the group that you should use the Zoom link? Okay, so now when we open this, you see now we have a vector file here. Can you see that? We can add a vector data, we can add a raster data, we can add a delimited text, that's CSV. Is that okay? So now by default, you see it's in delimited, but we want to add a vector data. So I'll come back and select vector. Is that okay? So it will come as this, right? Okay, so now we are now supposed to browse to where our data is stored and add the layer. So when you see what we have here as vector data sets, at the right hand side, we have some 3 dots here. Can you see that? Called the browse. So you click on that. It will take you to where your data is saved. You navigate to the file. So you go to the training data where you have saved it on your machine, and you open that. Go to the training data. So mine is on the desktop. I will navigate there. It's under T column. Okay, you see training data, right? So now we have the shapefiles in there. So now we are going to add the shapefile called Ghana District. Ghana District. So you navigate down. So they are warning us that our meeting will end in 10 minutes. You see, we have only 40 minutes for the free. Can we see it here?
Yeah,
Ghana district, yes. There are two. We have Ghana district caps and we have Ghana district. We are adding the Ghana district.shp. So you can see that what we have here, the .shp, is what we call the shapefile. That is the extension, the shapefile. Is that okay? You see, you also have the .shx. You also have the .qixprj. Forget about the QMG. That one is not part. So now, when you look at the shapefile contains colors. You see, we have the symbologies, we have the names, and we also have other data about the shapefile. So these are the extensions that help to store the names of the features in the shapefiles, the color, and other features of the shapefile. Is that okay? So this .shp contains all this together. So now, if I'm going to share the shapefiles with you, and I don't add the .qix, the .shx, and only share this with you, when you open it, it will not come. I have to share with the other extension, and it's 6 or 7 in all the extension. Is that okay? So you select the Ghana shapefile, and you come down to the open, right? And you open. So when you open, you come to add. So once you add, you see in your interface, we have the map of Ghana added with the districts all shown. Can we all see that?
Oh, yes.
Yes. So the districts we have here is the district according to the 2010, the district we have in Ghana as of 2010. So now the next thing we are going to do is we are going to add Ghana district capitals. And so we do the same thing. You go to layers, data source manager, right? You open the data source manager. I think mine is still open because I didn't close it. So you go to that same process, vector, you come to the browser, you navigate and pick that data, Ghana district caps. So that one shows the Ghana district capitals. It's here, Ghana district cap. So you select it and add that one to as well. So you add and you close. So you see, we now have something like this. So what we have here shows what? This one is a polygon feature. The Ghana district is a polygon feature showing the boundaries of all the districts. So you see that when I put the pointer on it, the names of the district show. So this one is West Gonja, right? This one is West Mamprusi. And here too, we have Ga. We also have Danbe West here. When you come here to also have Wasa, Amenfi, and all that. Is that okay? And the dots we have here shows the capital towns of each district. So when I put the point on it, it will tell me the name of the capital. Is that okay? Atebubu. So this place, for instance, the capital name is Atebubu. Please, are we together?
Yes.
Please, mine is not showing.
Mine too.
Is not showing as well.
What is not showing?
The
map.
names of the Edison.
Yes.
The
The
region.
names of the capital.
Don't worry. It will show later. Is that okay? It will show later. It will show later. Right? My interface is set in an advanced form, right? So when we get there, it will show. So don't worry. Is that okay? So now,
Okay.
So now we have what we call the attribute table. The attribute table is like an Excel that stores every information we have here. Now, okay, so now when we come to the district capitals, let's right click on it and come here. We have what we call open attribute table. Can you see that? Right click the Ghana district capital layer. We have what we call attribute table, open attribute table. So when you click on it, you have something, you see something like this. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So you see in there, we have the districts, the name of the district, the population of the district capital. Then we also have the town code. We have the X and Y coordinates of it.
This
So
is not showing.
It is not showing.
Yes.
I think, let me come.
Majid, have you selected it?
No, I've not selected anything. I'm coming. It will show, please. Let me come. I think
I don't know.
it's a floating listen. Okay. Can you see it now?
No.
No.
You still cannot see it.
Yeah, it's not showing. Like there's nothing. Like I'm sure there's supposed to be a pop-up, but there's nothing popping up.
Yeah, yes, it's a pop-up.
Yeah, I can see mine.
But you right-click the Ghana district capital and open the attribute table. You realize that there's something like an Excel that stores the district's names and their population and everything in there. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Can we proceed?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Okay. So I think if you are using the latest version, I try updating my QGIS. I'm sure it didn't come. So if you open the attribute table, those of you, I'm sure you who are using the latest version, you check on the right-hand side. We have what you call doc attribute table. When you click on it, it will fit in the attribute table within the interface. Okay. So now, when you right-click the Ghana District 2 and go to Attribute Table 2, you see information about the district, the name of the district, and every information you need to know in there. Have you seen that too? Open that and see. Can we proceed? I think we have 2 minutes. We have 2 minutes. Wow. Okay. So I think we should save what we have now. So that means that we have added the Ghana district, right? We have also added the Ghana district capitals. Have you all saved?
Yes.
Let's save in order not to lose what we have now. So now we have almost just like 2 minutes or so for the meeting to end. So let's try and save. I think we'll have to stop here, and tomorrow